Our career in blue started just 3 days ago. I've been practicing and I've been testing. At the end of the Qatar test we finished in 14th overall, but critically ahead of former championship rival Pecco. And we were able to gore at the new Honda man as he lost his number 1 and returned back to 63. But there is one man we couldn't beat, and that's our teammate, Fabio Quartararo. 5th fastest, and quite a lot of time bigger and better than mine. The target set on Fabio Quartararo. Can we become the face of Yamaha? Let's find out. It's time for round 1, and it's our Yamaha debut. So here we go then, the start of a brand new season on the 3rd row, waiting for the red lights to disappear, and away we go. Let's do it. We got out-qualified by former teammate Bez, but still, nobody can start well on that Repsol Honda. We couldn't do it last season, and it looks like they can't this season. Oh, who's that who's been sent wide? Alicia Spargo. His debut with the Factory Ducati team has gone awry. Down into the first corner as we close quite close to Di Gianantonio. Now Marquez has gone as well. Are we going to get a red flag here? Usually if it's 1 or 2 riders going up to 3 riders, it will red flag immediately as we launch. Up on the inside of Fabio Di Gianantonio, can we hold back the Factory Ducati star? We can. Actually kind of pushed him off wide to the outside there. He picked up a track limit warning. Jack Miller's been given a long lap penalty, and Red Bull KTM rider Joan Mir has been given a long lap penalty. And yes, that is not a mistake. I haven't got that wrong. Joan Mir is on board the Red Bull KTM. So he's moved from Repsol Honda to Aprilia and now to Red Bull KTM. And of course, top of your picture, Brad Binder, the current leader on board the Aprilia. So everyone changing positions. I don't know if you guys have seen my testing so far, but I did a breakdown of every rider who has moved teams in this season of 2026, let's say, 2025, whatever season it would be in our game right now. There's no more Frankie Morbidelli, there's no Taka Nakagami, there's no Raul Fernandez anymore, I don't believe. There's a lot of riders have been moved on from MotoGP. Now, I'm actually trying to push here to catch up to the 2 Prima Pramac Ducatis, but proving to be quite difficult. A second ahead is Maverick already. Now, of course, we don't have this superior speed. Oh, right hand side of your OLED ultra-wide, ladies and gentlemen. Fabio Di Gianantonio trying to squeeze on through. Will he have the speed? Of course he should, to get me on the brakes going into turn 1. Not quite. We were able to hold our ground. Still pretty firm on the brakes into the first corner. Fabio Di Gianantonio will have to wait a little bit longer to attack me. A little bit deep now. I'm looking at the points here. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't look like Fabio Quartararo is in the points. He was actually higher than I was in the winter testing, but for some strange reason, we've actually gone backwards on the team's comparison. Honda has overtaken us, and they are a better manufacturer, which makes sense because we won the World Championship with the Repsol Honda last season, so I guess that's probably why it's made that difference. Yeah, it certainly made a difference to Bez, who's right up there in the top 7 as it stands, and Augusto Fernandez in the top 8. Who the hell would have expected that? But so far so good. Alex Rins with the VR46 Ducati and Joan Mir have made contact somewhere. They're under investigation, but I think I'm going to have to confess here, I cannot keep up with the trio ahead of us. A debut Yamaha sprint podium may not come to fruition. Of course, brand new suit, brand new livery for myself this season, made courtesy by SirChioXXIII, legend designer of the Aces, has made this Yamaha feel very, very much my own and looks absolutely awesome. If you're looking to have your own modded suit in the PC version of MotoGP 24, then I highly recommend you get in touch with the Belgian ace, SirChioXXIII. So onto the brakes then, trying to keep Digia at bay. This time he's not as close as we enter the right hand side, but will he get that slipstream? Vinales, fastest man on circuit, 1:49.6 for the Spaniard. That's ridiculous. That is one hell of a lap time from Maverick. Oh, and here comes Digia. Oh, picks me up mid-corner there. And now into turn 2, I'm running it a little bit deep. Did this a few times in the practice. Couldn't quite get the line. And there is Digia. Got a great look of him on the right-hand side of the screen there. Oh, and here comes Bastianini. Well, Bastianini's not going to... He's going to have to... What the hell, Bastianini? Oh, my God. Absolutely sent it. Oh, I'm going to get close to the gas of Augusto Fernandez. That is not a good spot for me to be in. I've just absolutely punted Augusto Fernandez. Apologies to Fernandez. I'll take the track limit warning when it comes. Oh, there it is. That's an extremely quick incident warning, to be honest. Usually it's investigated, but that was given straight to me. So fair play to the MotoGP stewards being right on it. So now it's down to us to try and catch up to the guys. What? Did I get given 2 incident warnings for bumping Augusto? Surely I didn't get an incident warning for Enea Bastianini pushing me off the track. Surely not. Well, that is a rough start, and that's happened more times than I can remember now. Me and Enea Bastianini just seem to collide. How many times did we collide in MotoGP 23's career mode, and now this? Not able to go around the outside of Augusto Fernandez, but now we can certainly get that drive to launch it up on the inside. He's not trying to go around. Is he trying to go around the outside? Bit of a nudge there. Apologies to Augusto, wasn't my intention. But we just barely get past the RC16 gas. But he's not out of it yet. We are quite solid upon the brakes, but these lap times are not good for me. In the practice and in the qualifying, I was actually in the mid 150s, which is probably my best lap time here so far. And yet, still in the 51s and then the 52 for that previous exchange of getting battered by the beast. Now, I won't count out. I reckon I can catch them up. I can definitely catch up to Marco Bezzecchi. I will not allow the Hondas to beat me. Moving on from Honda was the decision to help one Japanese manufacturer and then to help the other. Wow, where the hell is Digia going? What on earth has just happened to the factory Ducatis in this one? Digia has just thrown it to the scenery. Well, that was bizarre. Was it a technical issue with the bike? And he had to just set it down? Not entirely sure there. Good Lord, I carried a lot of speed going into that right-hander. Apologies to Bez, that was quite aggressive. But my goodness, we picked up a significant amount of speed. There's Enea Bastianini looking behind him. He knows we're on the charge. And he knows I'd love to get revenge. I can't believe I got an incident warning for that moment earlier on. I didn't feel like I did anything wrong. I'm pretty certain it was Enea's fault. But it is what it is. We are finding a good chunk of time here. This will put us back into the high 150... Yeah, the high 150s. That's wide. That is too wide. Luckily, Bez is not close enough to sneak on through. But he might be close enough to pick up a slipstream. Across the line, we do go into the 50s. That's the sort of pace we were looking at towards the end of the winter test, not 3 days ago. Really trying to push up and catch an Enea Bastianini now. Still not improving enough, though, to catch up to the beast. La Bestia is getting the best of me right now. Gotta be careful going to that apex. So turn 5 is one of those corners that if you just touch it too tight with even a little ounce of brake pressure, it's gone. So I've got to be tremendously careful. I also crashed in this point here in the practice session with our Spec B bike. No danger of that happening now. But what I will say is I am pushing to the maximum to try and catch up to Enea here. And the scary part is we're 9 seconds behind Brad Binder. Look at the map in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. That's a monumental gap to where Brad Binder will be at the top of your screen on the blue disc compared to myself as the red disc. There's actually quite a lot of riders behind me as well, so I've got to be careful we don't make any more mistakes. 3 track limit warnings to our name. I need to avoid getting a long lap penalty. Well, I'm not going to be able to catch up to Enea. The only thing we can think about now is to defend against Marco Bezzecchi if the opportunity presents itself. It's another good lap time, though. We should still be within the 150s. Across the line, it is a 150.967, so we have some good pace. But it's just not enough in the sprint. I do feel like this was synonymous with last season. The sprint was pretty tough. But the race is where I came through. In a big way. Will it be deja vu in today's video from the previous season? Now MotoGP 24 career mode. Well, I think these are important. These points are important. In those moments where you just can't be any faster, take what you can get. Oh, Lord Almighty, that's wide. Oh! Practice what you preach. Well, I'm going to have to go for it the same spot as I got him earlier. As we've let Bez through. The Repsol Honda, he's all over the place a bit. There's the opportunity again. This time, I'm on the outside. He runs it in a bit deep. Oh, here comes the Pedro Acosta as well. The future of MotoGP. I'm not very good at overtaking on this side. I mean, I love watching the likes of Rossi, Dovizioso, Lorenzo and Marquez all doing those overtakes back in the day. In that corner, but it's not good enough for me. Ooh. Really taking liberties to try and catch up to Bez here. Oh, and I'm off the track. Well, that's not going to help, is it? Oh, late on the brakes. Brad Binder does win the sprint, but we might. Yes, the Honda still got its wheelie problems. The Honda still wheelies, so we should just finish across the line ahead of the Honda. Don't worry, Bez. I've been there. I've done that. And Brad Binder has been there and done that because he wins another sprint in his championship challenge. So fair play then. Sprint, okay. Not a bad performance. This is the redemption. Oh, I tell you what, we didn't start well at all then. The lights went a bit quicker than my intro was going to be. Pumped Marco Bezzecchi a little bit there. Oh, I got tagged behind from Joan Mir. But we're in a good spot here, up to the top 5. And leading in the left hand. Oh, Martin's gone! One of the Pramac Ducatis is gone. And I think, yeah, Aleix Espargaro's involved. So the two best mates. It's all come heck to a handbasket into turn 2. And we're up to position 2. Excellent start. Brad Binder, the man who absolutely dominated proceedings in the sprint, will have me to contend with this time around. Yes, that's right, Brad. Me. Because he had a perfectly look behind him then. Couldn't have timed that any better. So I've got to say, Brad Binder looks really weird on the Aprilia. Wonder if we'll see it in the future. Oh, heck. Alright. Business. I tell you what, he's rapid. He's absolutely rapid. I thought I'd be able to be quicker catching up to him in that section there, but Lord Almighty, he's got some speed. That's a track limit warning for myself, unfortunately. Early stages. There's a tension here. Wow. There is a certain element that is telling me right now that Brad Binder will not be caught in this race. He has a second on me. Is this Nicola Buliger and Phillip Island? Oh, Aleix. Well, that's it. We're not catching up to Brad now. Aleix Espargaro sent it. Just barely caught it on the right-hand side of the OLED ultra-wide. You have to keep your eyes peeled. In Qatar. Oh, no. Okay, well, at least we didn't run off the track. Oh. You have to be so careful rejoining onto the circuit. Thankfully, that extra screen real estate does give me a chance to see. Oh, Augusto Fernandez has gone. He was having a great race in the sprint. Sadly, will not follow through into the race. Marquez, who obviously crashed out in the first sprint, is now in the top 7. Let's see. I wonder if we'll see more of the Gresini Ducatis this season in our career mode. I still can't believe that the likes of Alex Marquez or Mark was not promoted to the factory team. They actually took Aleix Espargaro from the VR46 Ducati, in which the previous season they took Digia for the factory Ducati seat. So, yeah, VR46 looking like the ultimate satellite team for Ducati right now. Ooh. Really close to the rear tyre of Aleix Espargaro there. I really wish I could overtake into turn 12 here. It's just... It looks great, and you always see it on the television, but I can't do it. I just cannot get close enough to the AI to have that launch. We are fighting for a podium. I can live with the debut of the sprint being okay, but the featured race debut, we've got to get on the podium. Prove to Lynn Jarvis and the rest of the Yamaha that they made the right call when they decided to pick up the phone and speak to the doctor. Power on, full throttle, with slipstream. Still, even with a slipstream, I'm not particularly catching him that quickly, but late on the brakes. Oh, look at late! Wow! Did you see his elbow? I swear he stuck it out a little bit more. That's a pointy elbow from the number 41. But what he forgets is the 47 is higher and greater than the 41. So we'll get there. Had to give Digia room there, but I'm going to go around the outside this time. Ballsy if you're going to think I'm letting off the throttle to let you through, mate. Fair enough, he went through himself. Excuse me, though, I'm coming through. This is a great battle. Oh, I think something's never changed. Last season it was orange versus red. It's now red versus blue. Iconic battle is about to precede ourselves. This is it though, I can get through a Digia here. Oh, Aleix went for that weird line. Maybe not now. This is gonna end in tears. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. Excuse me. Room for a little one? Nope. I had the chance, but certainly messed up. Oh my god, I just realised who's behind me here. Enea Bastianini. If I get a chance, I should do a compilation of the amount of times that myself and Enea have collided. There will be a few. Well, if we weren't going to see a battle for the win, then I guess we're going to see this. Yeah. Oh! Did you brake way more quicker than I expected there? Apologies. Yeah, I'm under investigation for that. That's harsh. He did brake quite significantly earlier than I anticipated. Ironically, or coincidentally, let's say. I can't. Oh, I got an instant one. I couldn't get through an Aleix there. Pecco Bagnaia actually did the exact same thing in practice. He just slammed on the brakes in front of me. I hit him, and it gave me an impeding penalty. So I was like, that's just not fair. So I actually just restarted the session that time around because I was not happy with that decision. Look at that cutback on Aleix Espargaro. Whoa, more contact between the pair of them. And again, we nudge Aleix Espargaro wide. I don't know if Aleix can keep up with us, though. I think it's just that they're trying to bully me here to stay into this third position. I'd rather take my chances in second and get away from you guys. To be honest, I think you're holding me back. And I don't want you to knacker this ruin this livery that SirChioXXIII has made for us. Got a lot of ace branding on stuff. I don't want you to damage it. 0.5 of a second. Ooh, we were really close to exceeding track limits. Thankfully that bit of white on the blue part of the track kept us in the limits. As we are now looking at a 5-second gap to Brad Binder. Unbelievable. His championship challenge is looking very positive. He's won quite a few sprints, I think. Maybe not in our game, though. But 5.2 in 4 laps. Yes, we've been battling, but there's nobody on his pace right now. A 49.7. The guy's unreal. You know, I'm doing 150.7s, and I'm thinking that's a good job. The guy's doing a 49.7. So we were actually able to complete half a lap there without Alicia Spargo getting involved. Are we slowly breaking the toe from the number 41? The little man, who's now cycling in real life, of course. Can we keep him at bay? So Ayagora's sophomore season hasn't gone... No, in fact, I think it was already in his sophomore season last season. So his third season with the VR46 Ducati team. So far, it's not gone so well. A DNF to start the season is never a positive. And that's exactly why we're trying to avoid that as much as we can this season around. I like that. I love that little angle of just seeing the right leg just pop out ever so slightly into that corner. It's just enough to slow the bike in and get that speed going into the right-hander. Initial thoughts, though, something I've probably not really discussed in this one. I've been so keyed in with the action and keeping you guys entertained with commentary. To be honest and give you the full feedback about the Yamaha, it is good. I am really liking this Yamaha compared to the Honda. I don't feel I have the braking superiority like we did with the Honda, but I feel really nimble on the bike. I can chuck it where I want to and pretty much just launch it. Oh, Martin is out. I thought he crashed to start this race. He did, didn't he? He must have rejoined at some point. But the Honda is feeling good. Excuse me, the Yamaha is feeling good. Sorry, that's a whole season of complaining about wheelies as a habit formed. But I am happy with our decision. And I wish I'd asked Sergio to do the mod for the livery a long time ago. We could have made something so cool for the Honda. But what could have been? Could have, would have, and should have. Well, I should say could have, would have, or should have. The Wigan Warrington Northwest accent coming out there when you say could have. You know what I mean? Anyway, into turn 6 then. Quite a good sector in the second split. And this is where it goes to show you how damn good Brad Binder's been, because I'm on the limit, and there he is in the little horizon. There's a little dot on it. And yet I'm still pushing so hard to try and get this lap time. There's probably a lot of areas where I could probably find time by just being a better player and maybe using a setup that gives me a bit more oomph. But it's fine. For what it is, for what it's worth. Default setup all the way. We're doing fine. And it's proving to be a good video so far. So I sincerely hope you guys are enjoying it. If you are, don't forget to like and subscribe. And of course, a question for you as well. If you are watching at this point, need to know, would you prefer edited versions of these long races, or would you just prefer the entire race? Preference for myself is to always leave the full race in, because you get the entire commentation and the entire race, so therefore nothing is missed. But I do appreciate we all have busy lives, and sometimes it can be difficult to watch everything, so let me know. But what I will say is the priority now for my YouTube channel is focusing on this career mode. We have to get it done before MotoGP 25 releases. I'm still wondering when that's going to happen, because I've seen there's an announcement trailer somewhere, but I haven't seen any dates. So we'll see. But I'll be doing a wishlist video at some point as well. But back to the concentration, because I'm actually doing quite decently now. I found a couple of tenths in the first split, and I would really love to see multiple sub 151 lap times. That would give me a lot of confidence in this video here today, and of course the second place. But it makes you wonder, doesn't it? It really makes you wonder. You know what we haven't spoken about so far in this race? Pecco Bagnaia, the former MotoGP world champion, on the Honda right now, is nowhere. Marco Bezzecchi is not even in the top 10 either. Terrible choice from Pecco as it looks right now. And we might have moved on to something far more superior with the Yamaha YZR-M1. Digi's been given a track limit warning, so he's not too far behind me on track. Aleix is actually up to 2 seconds now. So we will have a nice buffer in case anything goes wrong. Goodness me. That corner got me out in qualifying 2, I think it was. And it ruined it for me. I couldn't get my rhythm back. I touched that corner and that was it. Oh, rookie Tony Arbolino was given a long lap penalty. Unfortunately, for the viewers, Taka Nakagami has indeed been replaced by the fantastic Tony Arbolino, which is a good choice to replace Taka, but the words replace Taka is just upsetting. Taka should still be here. But let's not turn this into a sour note, turn the frown upside down, and focus on the future. Focus on the 47 retaining the World Championship. 3.5 tenths found in this split. That's the Taka effect. Now I've gone wide. That's the Taka effect. Too much admiration for the Japanese star. 3 seconds we found. 3 whole seconds we have found ahead of... Oh, it's now Digia. I think something must have happened to Aleix. Either his tyres are... what? Really wide there. But maybe his tyres are knackered. Or maybe he's just made a mistake because Digia's right there now. Ooh, track limit warning. That is my 4th. Okay, worst case scenario, we get a long lap penalty. We've got 3.7. Not too concerned about that. Rather not get a long lap penalty. It's something I keep doing. Did improve towards the end of the season nonetheless. Couple of races, couple of tracks. We'll be looking at redemption for this season. I'm overthinking it now in that corner. Whoa! That's messy. That is really, really messy. Not looking clean going into that corner at all. Aleix Espargaro, who was once 3rd, is now down to 6th. Why is he so far down? What's happened to the Spaniard? Enea Bastianini is now inherited 4th. And Marquez just slowly moving up the order, isn't he? Oh, as we drop to the 151s for the first time in 4 laps. That's the gap to Brad Binder. Is now just under 8 seconds. Oh, the beast is gone. That is a habit. That is a habit from the Trackhouse Aprilia man. He has done that one too many times last season. And it's happening again here. Enea's not really that much of a crasher, but he's making it really his presence here in the computer game. But with 3 laps to go, it's pretty much smooth sailing for us now. 4.3 is the gap. Ooh, steady. Oh, the wheelie. We still will suffer from the wheelie, I think. It's something that is going to be a challenge. It is part of MotoGP 24. But we won't struggle with it like we did with the Honda. That was really tough. But here, coming out of the corners like turn 10, I'm going to go quite strong in the acceleration here. It's quite respectable actually. I've noticed the rear wheel does kick out quite a lot. Which is not too much of a concern because we're quite good. Oh no, we got away with that. We got away with it. Okay, I'll not mention it again. I'm not too concerned about burning the tyres. I'm pretty good. And the soft tyres in this game are pretty solid as well. So I'm quite happy that if the tyres do wear out and we do start getting a lot of wheel spin like the Yamaha is known for, then I think we'd be okay. I don't think it's going to jeopardise our chances of victories. Well, Bagnaia is still racing there. You see it on the right hand side of your screen. Number 63 just picking up a track limit warning. As that is our worst lap time over the past 5 laps. Not too impressive. But we are finding a bit more time again. Not like a need to find time, it's just that it's nice to always push and try and get back into those 50s or sub 51s, let's say. As Luca Marini on his Red Bull KTM debut has crashed. So there'll be no heroics from Luca Marini, unfortunately, as we lead into... Oh no! Oh! I've dropped the front! No way! Where the hell are they? 5 seconds away, 3 seconds away, 2. I don't know where they are. Wait, it's Marquez who's leading that charge now. Oh my god. I wasn't even looking at the bike. I was looking at the gap in the top right corner of your screen. We were up. Oh my god, am I going to throw this? Am I going to throw away the podium? 5 seconds we lost on that lap. But we were only ahead by 4. I don't know how they worked that out. Digi must have made a mistake somewhere. What a plonker. I can't believe I've done that. I know in the last race in Valencia, when we won the World Championship, I made a critical error on the penultimate lap. And a lot of you guys said, you like to keep us on our toes, don't you? You like to give heart attacks. I assure you I don't. But I think we're all that closer to death today. One step closer. I do apologise. I cannot believe I've just lost a front. I haven't crashed once in that corner all weekend. But I've crashed everywhere else pretty much. A 56.2. I could probably do a Moto3 lap quicker than that. Christ almighty, Marquez is right on our tails. That serves me right for mentioning that the Marquez brothers weren't doing much. Marx is here, and this is not a track he particularly likes. 10th and a half. Will we see an attack from the 8 times world champion? And keeping well away from that curve this time around. Need to keep away from this one as well. Gap is 2.5 tenths of a second. Is Marquez going to get involved? Is he going to deny us from 20 championship points? He'd love to start his season with that podium as well. Always better to aim higher, isn't it? And really off topic right now. 3 different manufacturers on the top 3. You'd love to see it. Aprilia, Honda, Aprilia. I'm still sticking with Honda apparently. Aprilia, Yamaha, and Ducati. 3.5 tenths it is. 4 tenths of a second. We should be okay. There's not really an overtaking spot now until the final corner. So let's just keep it together. Keep well away from abusing track limits. Tight, tight, tight. Oh, Bagnaya's just crashed out. Seen that pop up on the left-hand side, but for now, who cares? 2 tenths of a second it is to Marc Marquez and myself hard onto the brakes. He does have that Ducati power. Whilst all this is happening, Brad Binder's took the 25 championship points. He took the perfect points, as a matter of fact, but the second time in a row, we could get a close finish. And thankfully, we do finish out on top in 2nd place. But 15 seconds behind Brad Binder. Well, that was a fabulous race. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. That was excellent. Shame I messed up at the end there, but we still stayed in 2nd. It just means our gap has changed ever so slightly. As we go down the order, yeah, look at that. No points on offer for Francesco Bagnaia. There's Brad Binder. The opposite, every single point available. He leads by 12 points. Quite an impressive performance from the Aprilia man. Is this the future of MotoGP season this season? Well guys, thanks for watching the video. I sincerely hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.